the craziness of the holidays. It's over.
It's over, yeah. We thought we'd come and chat. It's a new year, and I'm sure we can figure out something to chat about.
Oh yeah. Well, we've had so much going on, haven't we?
We have. How's everybody doing? How was your holiday?
Yeah.
It's been nonstop. December was like, our dog got lost, ran away from the babysitter. My sister graduated. We got the dog back. All was well with that. And then lots of Christmas celebrating, and then birthday, and then New Year's, and then now we're here.
We have, you can't see it, but there's boxes
Yes.
over here. We're getting ready to pack up.
There's lots and lots of boxes, yes. So getting ready to move, that's kind of the next shebang. I'll have a video and you guys can see an update of the house.
Well, we could do it in this video.
Yeah, but it's a whole full video of
Oh, it is? Okay.
Because we're packing, there's just things, you're gonna love it. Hey everybody, a quick thank you to City Beauty for sponsoring today's video. Very quickly, City Beauty products have become some of my absolute favorite. I use all day, every day. If you can see, we're getting to the end of some of these products and I am in love. So City Beauty is all about bringing out the radiance in women, not just about looking younger, but radiant and healthy and long-term benefits rather than just like a quick short-term, ooh, that was good for the moment, but long-term doing better and better for your skin and all of that. So some of my absolute favorites, I even gave these as gifts for Christmas, would be the oil, the City Lips Night Oil. I have some on right now. I love this stuff. I put it on and it just is dreamy. As somebody who is training for a half marathon and then at the end of 2026, I am training for a full marathon. I'm out in the elements a lot. 3 to 4 days a week. My skin is getting all the cold and the dry. Then I'm coming inside and I have dry going on with the heat on. So putting this on before I go to bed and just like whenever my heart desires it has helped me to wake up with very lovely lips, and it doesn't feel oily or gross. It feels delicious. Then all day, every day, I love to use the City Beauty Plumping Lip Gloss. I think it does plump. I think it gives a little bit of something, something. And what's great about this is that the first time I used it, I was hooked. It's really like a thick, yummy, not burny kind of plumping lip gloss. It stays on for hours. Even if you're drinking your coffee and some gets on the cup, like it's still there. And it's not like chapstick where you have to keep reapplying and your lips are so hungry for it. It actually hydrates your lips. It actually gives them a little oomphy which I don't mind. And it long-term has helped me to feel moisturized even when I don't have it on. So in love, in love. Now, no parabens, cruelty-free, high-quality ingredients backed by science. That's what City Beauty is all about. I also love the Line Smoothing Hydro Mask. That's been a good one, giving me the goods. Now, the last thing I want to show you is something that I am absolutely enjoying beyond mascara. This stuff has shocked me, okay? I love to have my long, luscious eyelashes doing their thing. And here's what's fantastic. They don't clump. You can't make this clump your eyelashes. You cannot. I don't know. Maybe you want to give this one a try. It doesn't hurt. Some of those mascara ones that are for like non-clumping, they hurt. They are pokey. The bristles are hard. I don't know what kind of magic this is, but there's no way you can clump it. It never gives you too much, and it's perfection. You see what I'm talking about? Isn't that luscious? So seriously, City Beauty is an all-time fave. Gifted it for Christmas even, and I think it's a great investment into your own skin routine and just keeping hydrated and lovely. So thank you so much to City Beauty for sponsoring today's video. If you want to give City Beauty a try, you can get 20% off by using my code Megan Birch. Pop down in the description box for the link and use my code and get started feeling fine and fancy.
Yeah. Well, they've made some progress on the house with the floor and some of the stonework and all of that. So it's coming along.
Yeah, it really is coming along. It looks beautiful. It's more a house every day.
There's paint, paint on the walls.
Yes.
It does look a lot different, finished.
Yeah.
Semi-finished, yeah.
Do you think it looks bigger or smaller or better, worse?
Well,
what
yeah.
you expected?
Yeah, obviously it looks better. It's, yeah, I guess it does make it does look bigger, yeah.
Yeah, that surprised me with the walls going in. I thought, oh, that's gonna make it look smaller, but no. It's lovely defining of the space. Also, we ordered curtains. Not all of them yet because they're a gajillion dollars.
They are. Yeah, that was a lot of money.
And that's just the curtain part. We still have to get the curtain rods, but we're so grateful. I think we told you this. They have somebody come in toward the end. They'll hang your TVs for you. They will hang your curtain rods for you as well. So we definitely have to get those ordered and in, before long. We've spent a lot of time looking for couches.
Yes, we have yet to find a couch. Well, now we did find some on Facebook, but we don't think it was real.
Yeah, they were like scams. So one of them...
Like you'd message them and they wouldn't respond.
Right. And then a week later, the exact same pictures popped up with somebody else. They had the same last name, different first name, exact same description. No answer. Do you want to sell it or not? But I think it was a scam.
Which is a shame because we really like that couch.
Really liked it. Brand new. It is a very expensive couch. But
like $100, yeah.
And
like a $4,000 couch. That's like
I think it was like
$100.
$350 though.
$350. And there was another one that we liked.
Yes.
And it was real.
Yes.
The person responded, but it was already taken. Yeah.
Ding dong. So I don't know. Facebook Marketplace is a little bit tricky at the moment.
But it's so cheap. It's like you're
Yeah.
getting really relatively new furniture for
Yeah. And what's
thousands of
interesting,
yeah.
sorry to interrupt you,
Mhm.
but a lot of these Facebook ads were by people that had just joined Facebook in 2025. And so they had like no profile, no nothing. And their couches were, all of them kind of said, hey, we're in the middle of moving and we want to give away. A lot of them were like, we want to give it away. You want to give it to me? But they'll bring it to you even for like a small fee.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what's real and what's not, but we just keep on. The other night I had a dream all night long that we were at my dad's old house and there were just couches everywhere. And we were trying to figure out which ones we were going to take with us. And they weren't the greatest. So that's been the hardest part, is finding a couch.
Yeah, finding a couch. I think we ultimately though decided we are gonna get movers, right?
Yes.
And
Like, I guess it's a franchise. I had no idea. I thought it was local. 2 Men in a Truck. Have you heard of this?
yeah. Well, some of my family has used them before and they really liked it, so we're gonna go that route, and I think that's relieved some stress.
Yeah, we hadn't even thought of that idea. And I just kept thinking, Marcus and I are going to be doing a lot of heavy lifting. And while that's great, I was not looking forward to it. But
We've done it before. On our first house, we moved. It was just us, wasn't it?
it was just us up 13 stairs.
Were you pregnant?
I was pregnant.
With the big belly?
No, I wasn't that far along, about
okay.
10 weeks along.
Yeah.
And we did it. We've moved couches, we've moved desks, bookshelves, beds, and
I just strapped it on Megan's back and she just walked it right out of the truck.
that's right. We're gonna like turtle shelling it over. I think we'll be able to move a lot of the boxes by ourselves, like throw them in the car. We get early possession the week before, like 1 week of early possession.
Yeah, we can move in the week before.
So we have to order some beds for the kids because right now we've got some bunk beds and some other things, and I think that'll be good. I'm trying to talk Marky into getting a new bed frame for us. I think ours is broken. It could be fixable, but I don't necessarily think it is. So that would be nice. And then eventually we need some dressers.
Well,
the ones we have are terrible.
I had no idea our bed was broken.
Yes, well, I was cleaning and I went, the whole thing is just like unattached on the side. And I don't think it's an easy, put it back together. And then underneath, some of the things that hold it up, how are we still on the bed frame? I have no idea.
Yeah, we're gonna it's called 2 Men in a Truck. We're gonna use them. They wrap all your furniture, is that right?
Yeah, they'll wrap it and they will move it. I'm looking forward to it. I didn't realize the option. And then when the option was presented, oh man, so exciting.
Yeah, it's a big relief just to have somebody else, because then you have to organize,
Well, we're also trying to move with 5 kids, a dog.
Yeah, with 5 kids and a dog, and then trying to get like other people over here. I think we just rather have at this point somebody else.
Yeah.
Just kind of take care of the big stuff.
Yeah. We can do the rest.
We have this white table. This is actually going to go because we don't need any more. And then we actually have several things that the new owners are going to just take for us.
Yeah, we took pictures, sent it to them, and like they didn't want the white table because they already have a table for this room. I bet if we had a big table, actually we do have a big table downstairs. We're gonna ask them if they want, that could go in the other room where our big table is. But they already have one, so they didn't need this one. We'll either try to sell it for super cheap, I mean like $10, because it is loved, but it works great. It just, if somebody wants to refinish it, it could be a great deal. Anyway, big pieces are gonna stay, a lot of them. And then we also have a company in town that will come and take up to 5 large items a year. And we haven't done any this year, so that's really good.
Yep, and I think we have, so other than these little things that we have left, everything else we have bought, like the appliances.
Yep.
We had to buy that. That's kind of something like you just kind of buy yourself. It's not like included in the house. So we have that bought, and then when it's ready, they'll deliver it over there.
Yeah.
Get that installed. We had to get a new TV. We got that.
Yeah, the space is pretty large, so we needed something that fit that space really well.
Yep. We need to pick out wallpaper. So once we get the wallpaper samples in, then we'll go over to the house and pick that out.
That's just going to be behind the TV. There's just such a big wall, so we thought, oh, that'd be cool. Actually, our builder suggested it. I don't know if our designer is excited about it. But the builder's like, oh, wouldn't that be cool? And then we were like, yeah, that would be cool. But there are so many options for wallpaper.
Yeah, you kind of need to see it. Like we tried looking just online, but you kind of need to see it in the room.
Yeah, see it with the colors and the light and all of that. So they're getting samples for that.
Yeah, the floor is down in the room.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So that is done.
Sorry, I got really excited.
Like we got the heat on, the gas installed. They're almost done with the masonry, the stonework on the front.
They're gonna do around the front door still.
They're finishing up the siding.
Yeah, that's what, maybe more than half done.
Yeah.
3/4 of the way done?
Yeah, the interior doors,
They just put those on.
the pantry door is up. So yeah, it's coming along. It looks really good.
I'm hoping for an update within maybe the week.
Yeah.
Of just maybe more of a clue, like, is it the end of January? Is it the middle of February?
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of still planning for middle of February.
I think we'll probably be moving in February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it could be the end. Who knows?
Or the end of February.
But it's really not that long if you think about it.
No, that's not that long.
Not long at all. And I think something that's kind of tricky is just trying to like envision furniture and things and where they'll go. That for me, I am already thinking about that. So I think once we move in, we'll be able to get more, oh, we might need this end table, or we might need this thing. If you have been following along on The Grocery Lady, you know the big Enzo hutch thing that is, I want it so bad. I do. And Mark is like, I'll buy it for you. I don't know where it would go. I don't think it would fit anywhere. It's beautiful though. And everybody's like, please, Marcus, buy it for her.
I saw everyone was pressuring me to buy it. I would have bought it.
You would. It's beautiful, but
she doesn't know where to put it.
So, like the way our dining,
we don't really have a place.
There's really no place to put it.
Yeah. So
yeah, just the way the walls are and I thought, oh, maybe it could go near the dining room, but not really. There's really just not a great place for it. So once we get our furniture in, maybe we can, you know. And yeah, I'm excited.
And you have news?
I do?
Yes.
What?
Megan, it's huge news.
Now don't let him trick you.
You do. You have huge news.
I don't know what it is.
You're going to be doing something next November. What is it?
Oh, that's true. Do you guys know? Maybe I've told them I am training for a marathon. Well, first I'm training for a half marathon in April. And then I'm training for a marathon, an Indianapolis marathon in Indianapolis in November.
She runs 10 miles a day.
I do not.
Every other day you run.
False. That's my long runs. I do 5 to 6, 3 times a day. Not 3 times a day. Whoa. 3 times a week. And then we do a long run.
And the longest?
10 and 13.
10 and 13 miles, okay.
And I do 11.75 is my most.
Yeah.
Half a marathon is 13.1. So I feel good about it. And my pace has just like, I don't know what happened the last 2 weeks, but my body's like, we're going to run faster. And I'm for it.
Has it really helped you, like,
in
health-wise?
every way possible.
Really?
Yes, everything about
Mentally?
mentally, physically, emotionally, everything.
Now she comes home and she barely makes it sometimes.
Have you heard of the runner's poo? Surprise. I don't know why.
But a few times you...
Do I tell them that?
Yeah.
I may have had an accident once or twice.
Yeah.
Like,
it's okay.
Right when I came in the house.
Yeah.
But there's been some times I've been really scared.
Well, it's gonna like really increase your metabolism.
Yeah, it must. And you know what helps me, but they don't sell it anymore, is the sauerkraut at Sam's Club or at Costco. They're not selling it right now. And that, for some reason, if I eat some of that or I take probiotics, everything calms down.
It really helps your stomach, huh?
It does. But I've been trying to eat really well, and the things that I eat are calming it down, because Christmas time, I was in the worst way. The worst way.
You had a little gastroenteritis?
I kind of felt like I had gastroenteritis. It was kind of terrible. I felt awful. And now that I'm back to eating like, a proper human, everything's beautiful.
So sauerkraut must have some sort of bacteria or...
Yeah, the probiotics in there.
There's probiotics in it, okay.
Because it's a fermented cabbage. And it's just, man.
And so fermented food
is great for you. Like kimchi, I thought about trying that, but it's got a bunch of other stuff in it. And stuff that I'm like, I just want to take a couple spoonfuls of the sauerkraut. So I might have to make it on my own. It just takes a little bit of time. I like that it's already made at Costco. But now they don't have it. Unless we go to Florida. Right now they'd have it in Florida. I know they would, because last year they did.
Oh, really?
When they didn't have it here. They have tiny little jars, but they add stuff to it at the store close to here. They make it like dill and garlic. I don't want that. I just want the original, which I think has a little garlic in it, but it's perfection. It's a lot of information. Congratulations.
Well, all this running...
Do you notice a difference?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're like a completely different person.
Is this for real?
Yeah.
Are you just saying this for them?
No, not at all. I think you are... It's like changed your... I don't know. You're just... different, yeah. Probably more. I think you probably have more energy, and but by the end of the day, you're like
done.
Like when she lays down to go to sleep, like I turn around and she's already. It takes like maybe 10 seconds and she's asleep.
That is no exaggeration.
Like as soon as she lays down, she's like, I'm down.
Last night, I laid down, I pulled the blanket up. As soon as I did that, Joe came in and she wants to chit chat, and I'm trying so hard.
And she's already like,
keep my eyes open. And finally I said, Joey, I love you so much, but I cannot keep my eyes open. Oh dear, they gotta come in a little. If I lay down, it's over.
Yeah.
So don't lay down.
Well, I'm really glad you're doing it.
Thank you. The girls asked me the other day, how does Marcus feel about you doing all this running? And I said, he tells me quite often that you're glad I do it. Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, it's become like your thing now. She didn't used to like to run.
We used to run together quite a bit.
We would run together, yeah.
And I think you slowed down for me because he's much faster than I am. But it was still too fast for me, but I didn't know that. And so I could never breathe. And it was like 90 something degrees outside when we were running.
Yeah.
I would come back, my mother-in-law would be here with the kids. I would be dripping sweat and like red as red could be. Because my mom and I both get really red when we exercise. And she would look at me and she'd be so mortified, like, oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm okay. And Marcus would look just how he does right here. Nothing would change.
I could never go 10 miles though. Like 6 was really my limit, and then my knee would start to hurt.
You got to do a lot of hip work. If I do a lot of hip work, the knees don't hurt. If I don't do hip work, I mean, it doesn't take long and my knees are hurting. My left one.
I probably wasn't running right though.
Maybe you were running too fast.
Too fast,
and you needed, I guess I just read something like your tendons and everything need time to catch up with your muscles.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was my right knee.
Your right knee.
Yeah. That's what we
Mine was my left knee.
Yeah, it was fun when we ran together.
Maybe someday we shall run again.
You can definitely go farther when you're running with somebody.
100%.
Than when you're by yourself.
100,000,000%. The other day we did 10 miles And I had not gone this route. This is our half marathon route. We were practicing, but we just did 10 miles of it. I didn't know if we were gonna, like, where is the end? I did, because I just wasn't used to this environment. And I just kept thinking, please get to the car. I want to be done. But I thought, I can't stop because I have no idea where we're at. And that helps a lot. And it helps too, these people that have been running for 20, 30 years, they don't complain necessarily, but every now and again they'll say, I just don't really want to do this today. I like hearing them every now and again, just realizing I'm not the only one that sometimes thinks, when is this over?
Yeah. And how many people do you run with? It's like 10 people?
Yeah, the other day I think there was 12. But there can be anywhere between me and one other person. That's usually like a Monday. Or if we do a long run on a Saturday, more people show up. And there's usually like, I don't know, 8 to 12 of us. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
I just love it.
It's like a little running community.
Like I'm the nerd on the group chat. Like, are we running tomorrow? When you want to run? You want to go here? How long are we going for?
Now, how long? Tell me again. How long has this group been running?
Since 2009.
2009. These people have been running at 4 a.m.
5 a.m.
5 a.m. around.
Some of them, when they were training for their ultra marathon, 50 miles, they were running at 4 a.m. because they had to get in all their miles.
Yeah.
They would run for 2 hours in the morning or longer. Yeah. The lady that started it, she just turned 50. She did an ultra 50-mile marathon this past November. And she's the one that started it. She just wanted to start running, and she had a friend, and they started running together, and then more and more people joined, and it's amazing. And everybody has such different viewpoints. I mean, it is like swing the pendulum. You're going to find everything in between and here and there, and yet everybody gets along and respects everybody's opinion and doesn't mind giving their own opinion, and everybody gets along. It's so amazing.
What a novel concept.
It is quite a novel concept, because that's not always the case. I feel very much myself, I think, and that's what's probably fantastic. Like, I don't walk away feeling bad or guilty or like, ugh. I just go, I just think something different than you, or we think the same, you know, who knows?
Well, maybe someday we'll see you on TV running down the New York Marathon.
Wow.
Or the Boston Marathon.
Yeah, all of those are special. Like the Chicago, the Boston, I don't know about New York. You have to get into those in a certain way. I don't quite understand it yet. There's like a lottery, but then there's also this other thing where you qualify. One of our girls did qualify for Chicago this year.
Yeah, you gotta qualify.
Her daughter did not, which she was really sad about. So they couldn't run together, but I don't know. I'm excited. I've never wanted to run a marathon in my life until the beginning of December. I ran my very first race. It was 10 miles, lots of hills. And I got done, and it was like the most amazing feeling in the world. I wasn't the fastest by any. I was 68 out of 77, if that tells you anything. And yet it was just like hot dog.
Look at you.
All the ladies in my group were getting first and second in their age groups. Like, they're all very fast. But they've helped me really in the last 3 weeks now to increase my pace. I've shaved off about 45 seconds a mile. So we're down to 9-minute miles. I never could have been. I started at 11.5-minute miles by myself. In 3 months, I've shaved it down to 9 minutes.
So when you ran with me, we were going like what, 8.5?
Yeah, 8.5, and
that was too much. Yeah.
But I didn't know. Why can't I breathe? I thought it was a me problem.
But there was a few times where it's like we were running, and it's like once we got to 6 miles, it was almost like, you know what? There is like a runner's like wall or something that if you can get past it, you can just keep going.
So like I saw this thing, and it's kind of true. I've gotten past this, but for a while, like the first 3 miles, you think this is dumb. Why am I doing this?
Yeah, in the beginning, it's terrible.
Yeah, and then when I would hit 5 miles is when I just didn't even think about it anymore. And I feel like you just settle into it. Yeah. And you're like, okay, if I can get through knowing this is terrible, my body wants to quit. It actually, because it's stirring up your cortisol, your stress hormones, you know, so you're like fight or flight in those first 3 miles or so. Right. And then your body realizes, no, we're not being chased by a lion or a tiger or a bear. We're fine. We're just having a good time. The body is okay. It's amazing.
Yeah. So next November.
No, Margie, we're already in 2026.
This November.
Yes.
Marathon.
Wow.
Indianapolis.
And you are doing so many things with music and with writing. You have some big stuff happening yourself,
Yep,
sir. Big things.
We started we're developing like a TV, like a pilot for a TV show.
It is so cool.
Yeah, I have a guy who's helping me. He is a writer on Curb Your Enthusiasm and 2.5 Men, and he was an executive producer, and he's kind of helping me develop it and get it all together. And then we're gonna write a pilot, and then we will pitch it to,
The people.
whoever's interested. Netflix, maybe. What else is out there?
Okay.
Apple, Peacock, all those streamers. And yeah, so that's actually taken over a lot of
Your brain power?
my brain capacity, right now.
But it's really cool. I don't know if you want to explain to them or if it has to stay kind of hushed for a bit, but
It's like a modern retelling of the King Arthur legend, but in present day.
Mhm.
So it's like and with younger people, so it's like kind of like a YA fantasy type of a
young adult.
yeah
Yeah.
type of a deal. So I'm really excited about it.
Say it with a little more excitement. I'm really excited about it.
Well, that was me being
Excited. Yeah, no, it is. It's very, very exciting.
I like writing.
I know. I can't.
Writing about it.
How does
Isn't that
your
odd
brain
though?
do
It's
this?
like even if it doesn't work out, it's like, well, I enjoyed doing it because there's like no guarantees. It's not like you don't know if
Right.
anybody's gonna like it, but it's kind of like you're creating like this little world that people might see or may not see. But it's a great experience. I actually think writing screenplays is a little bit more. I think I like it a little bit better than writing books.
Really?
It kind of fits my writing style a little bit. You don't have to go into as much detail with books.
Yeah, Marky will skip parts of books that he's reading if there's just too much. Like if they're going to
Detail.
explain the chair for
Yeah.
5 paragraphs, it's like, okay, I
Yeah.
can't skip.
You
Like,
can.
because what if I miss something?
They're just describing the room. You can skip that.
I need to know all about the room.
Yeah. I usually skip those parts. So with screenplays, you're seeing it all. The creative department and the director, they fill in all those holes for the details, and they
Yeah.
kind of take your vision and run with it. You're seeing it on the screen, so you don't have to describe it a lot of times in the screenplay.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Except for like really specific things, and there's different writing styles. Some screenwriters are more detailed than others, but it just kind of fits my
Your ways.
yeah.
I love it. And then you have
My ways.
music coming out?
Yes, I signed on. A record label is releasing in the UK. They're releasing the next song, and actually, I don't know when we're posting this, but it actually comes out
Oh.
Thursday morning.
Oh, on the 8th.
Yeah,
Well, we'll probably post this the 7th.
my little electronic music doodles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's really good. He's got some good stuff. And I listened to him like, you did this? He goes, yeah.
yeah.
I just can't fathom it. Wow.
But I'm most excited about this show.
Okay, back to the show.
Developing the show. The show. It's gonna be good. We are almost done with the outline.
Yes.
You do like an outline.
Yes. We're going back to high school now.
Sometimes they call it a beat sheet.
A beat sheet.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
scene by scene you go. And
Okay.
so I think we're getting it more fleshed out to a point where I can actually start. I've kind of started writing. I wrote the opening scene of the pilot, but it's coming together. So you write the pilot, then you can pitch it, and then if a network wants it, then you can, just depending on how involved you are, like you can get like an executive producer credit.
Oh, yeah.
So, or definitely probably since I wrote the pilot, I came up with it, it would be like a created by credit. Yeah. And then, thankfully I have Steve who's helping me. He's pitched shows before. He's worked with networks, and he's actually won awards for screenwriting.
Okay, you said that.
What?
Won awards.
Won awards, yeah.
This guy has won awards.
Writers Guild of America award for. So he's helping me a lot since this is kind of a new format that I'm kind of diving into here. So he has a lot of connections and can get it in the right hands.
So exciting.
And he can tell me when it's done. That's the big thing. It's
He'll
like,
know.
okay, this is really good. It's done.
Yeah.
So if you want to know where I am, I'll be thinking about this
For the next,
for a long time.
for a long time. Yeah.
So if you see me on my computer over there, and you're wondering, what is he doing? Typing all this stuff.
I figured that's
I'm
what it
lost.
was.
Like, it really does take a lot of
Your brain power.
yeah, once you're like in,
Mm-hmm.
you're in, you can't get out.
There's no digging out of that one.
Yeah, so I
You
kind
have to
of,
put it down, because what if you forget? What if you like lose your train of thought?
yeah, you have to get it down.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to do, I have to get better at taking notes because I get ideas and then I try to just remember them.
But you have a great memory.
Yeah, thankfully I have remembered them, but I need to start writing some things down though.
Like physically writing it down, or would you put it in the notes section of your phone?
Yeah, just in the notes in my phone.
Yeah.
But it's like a 1 hour episodes or 1 hour, 8 episodes. Yeah.
How many papers does it take for an episode?
How many pages?
Yeah.
Every page of a screenplay equates to about a minute on TV. So it's 60 pages. Or thereabouts, 59, 60, somewhere in there, you're going to get an hour.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to write in like commercial breaks.
Oh, right.
So I'll probably go like 15 pages and then maybe somewhere within 15 pages try and find
Oh, so you have to think about that.
a break. Yeah. They suggest you don't have to, but
It suggests.
it's helpful if you just write in commercial breaks
Yeah.
or natural break, like scene breaks where
Yeah.
it's like, okay, we could fit in a commercial
Mm-hmm.
there. Yeah.
So proud of you, Mark. You're doing
Thank you. I'm proud of
great.
you with your writing.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You're creating and you're thinking. It just boggles me.
Mhm.
Totally boggles. It's like, how does the brain do that?
Well, I had to learn a lot because I still need to learn a lot because I don't know how to. I'm trying to learn about pitching and
right.
doing all that stuff, and then the format of writing a screenplay is a lot different than writing a book. So
Yeah.
learning a lot from Steve, taking some just like courses online and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
learning
you've been
online.
super diligent, learning and growing, and
Yeah.
how exciting.
Mhm. So that's what's going
I
on
love it.
in our world.
Kind of sounds like a lot when you when you put it all out there, right?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of stressed right now. Now that we talked about it.
And I'm switching up as of this week how I do work stuff. We're trying to do my mornings are like my little work block
Mhm.
and reduce the extra, because I told you my word for this year is present, so I'm trying to make that happen instead of going like little pockets of time here and there. That's not good for my brain.
Yeah, well, we have the kids started school
Yeah.
again yesterday, so like we have that going on.
And so Marky's doing most of that. And then I come in, like one of the kids asked if I could help him with something. Not that Marcus couldn't totally do that, but they wanted that. And then I read with them.
They're doing really good with school. Did you know that?
are.
They did not, like we took 2 weeks off. It didn't really affect them at all.
That's awesome. We
Yeah.
don't usually take off very much time. We'll take off here and there. Like, oh, we got doctor's appointments today, or blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
But never just a big chunk of time.
It actually might have helped them.
That's great. Sometimes you
taking
do
a break.
need a break.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a little bit of fear, like, oh, you're going to lose a lot. But those breaks are important.
It's interesting how different they are.
Yeah, their learning style.
Some are better at math, and then some are better with like language and reading. Like Zion just seems really advanced with reading. Like
Oh, very.
like today she was learning predicates.
She had no problem with it, did she?
No problem.
No.
Yeah. She knew exactly.
So when I taught her how to read,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you know, you do the sound. Let's do cat, at. Every other child ever would go, yeah, come on. Her, at, cat, from the very beginning. She never had to like struggle through it. She just said the sounds and then said the word and off we go.
Mm-hmm.
And even now, she's a very fluid reader at 7. Whereas we have some kids that are a little bit older that aren't quite as fluid. It's amazing. I was not a great reader as a kid.
Yeah.
I loved reading out loud, but I was not great at reading.
And Joji, great at social studies.
Yeah.
Ezra is really great at math.
Yeah.
Izzy's great at like language and science and history.
Yeah.
But then he's also doing really good in math. Like yesterday, whatever he was working on, I think it was those graphs, X and Y.
Yeah,
Graphs.
yeah.
He did that by himself.
X and Y. So
Yeah.
what that's interesting too, like the old math we were doing, we tried several different math things and
Yeah.
things weren't just clicking for some reason. It was really odd because he's so black and white, you just teach it to him and then he gets it. And I was like, something's weird. And then Marcus found this other program that we use and it has, I think, taken away math anxiety because math anxiety is a real deal and it will just shut your brain down so fast. But it's like now his brain's not shut down and he's excelling.
Yeah, they show you a video of what you're learning, and then if you get a question wrong, they explain why you got it wrong.
So right then, rather than waiting for the end.
Yeah, right as you miss it, it'll tell you, here's what you did wrong. So that's really helped. And then they have like a diagnostic tool.
Yep. To see, okay, are you retaining?
Yeah, to see where you're at or what level math.
And they've all gone up in their levels.
Oh yeah.
A lot. I think they've come a long way.
Well, they're learning a lot more different things now. The old curriculum we were using, it was, you learned like one thing for like 4 weeks.
It felt like it.
Like it was just over and over and over and over again. And it didn't like really, it advanced very, very slowly.
Yeah.
This one, you can kind of, there's weekly plans.
Yeah.
So you can go week by week and then.
And they just keep building on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I'm glad you found it.
Oh, and Izzy's doing book reports. Yeah, he did his first book report. I'm gonna have him do another one this week.
Yeah, which the writer over here, great for editing and encouraging him to like expand and.
He did. His first one was really good. He did really well.
Awesome.
And he did it on, I think it was one of the Lemony Snicket books. Yeah. So yeah, that's going well.
Yay,
They're learning.
You're doing so good.
Yeah. Well, is that all? I
can't think of anything else, but be looking out. We'll be doing a new home update.
New home update. We'll do another run around the grocery store.
Yeah. I'm trying not to get too much because we are moving, but it's like, well, we don't know when, so we do need to eat. But I'm trying to think.
Yeah, we could do one now.
Let's try to eat up what we've got.
I mean, we still have another month or so before we move, so.
I'm just crazy like that.
Yeah, you can do a prep, you can do this, you can do that. You like how I'm adding on
to all the things I can do? Thanks, dear.
All the work I just gave you to do.
No, but I know it's only like 2 days in really of the 8 to noon mama focus, but I was in the back room and the kids want to talk to me and I said, okay, right now I'm going to be working, so I really need to focus, and just being able to put my attention to that so that when I'm done with that, I can be all here. That's a good thing. You gotta have time to turn your brain off from one thing to the next, and I wasn't able to do that very well, so I'm excited. We went to the dog park yesterday. Did they tell you? We took George over with the dogs, and the dogs were just, they wouldn't give him any space.
They took him over to where the big dogs go, and the big dogs wanted to say hello.
But they were doing a little more than saying hello, I will say.
Were they?
George was not, he was scared. Yeah. He was hiding behind us. Usually he doesn't hide behind us. He goes and runs off with them. But these dogs didn't want to run with it. They didn't want to do nothing. They just wanted to like be in his space, but in a very intimidating way.
He does okay with small dogs, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's precious. Anyway, that's our story. We're sticking to it. But thanks for hanging out with us, guys. You have an amazing day, and we'll talk with you. Listen.
Toodaloo.